All right, let's cook. Let's cook. 9 spiral. Uh-huh. All right, Torah. 101. Let's go. Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Let's get into it. All right, so Ezekiel versus Paul, right? Ezekiel versus Paul. Now somebody's lying, all right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, his name starts with a P. All right, huh? Because here, right, in Hebrews 10, 5 and 10, right? Chapter 10, 5 and 10. Now watch this shit, right? This is Paul speaking. Got him. Now, wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, sacrifice and offering thou wildest not, but a body house thou prepared for me. All right? This is what Paul is saying. In burnt offerings and sacrifice for sin. Okay. Thou hast... Y'all give me 1 second. All right. All right, we back. We cooking. All right. Verse 6. In burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin. All right. Thou hadst had no pleasure. Then said I, you see how I read? You see, it reads funny as hell, right? Then said I, so who is he talking to? He's talking to himself, all right? JC talks to himself. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. What book? All right? Because we're talking about two different books, right? We're talking about the Torah and this bullshit. All right? So he's talking to himself. Then said I, lo, I'm trying to say how they was saying it back then when they was fabricating this shit, right? Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. How fucking conceited. All right? To do thy will, OGOD. All right? This ain't our power right here. I can tell you that right now. Above, when he said sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offerings for sin, thou wouldest not. All right? Thou wouldest not. You see that? Let's get that again. Verse 8. Above, when he said sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offering for sin, thou wouldest not. Okay, why not? Neither hadst pleasure therein, which are offered by the law. Okay, got it. Then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, OGOD. All right, stay with me. I know it's hard reading through this shit. He taketh away the first. All right, he taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. Now that made no sense to me, but this is what they do, right? Boy, they tap dance and jibber jabber. That made no sense whatsoever. He taketh away the first that he may establish. All right, whatever. Okay, verse 10. Here we go. By the which will we, what the hell? By the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of JC once and for all. I just got, that made my brain hurt. Just reading that shit. Hold on, let's get that again. Say what now, Paul? By the which will we, why in the hell is Paul talking like this? He's talking like Shakespeare or something, right? By the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of JC once and for all. Okay, so in layman terms, what you're saying, Paul, is that sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings, an offering for sin will not happen after this fallen angel, this deity right here, has died for y'all. This will be no more, huh? All right. Ezekiel versus Paul. Ezekiel versus Paul. Let's make an establishment. Now we're going to Ezekiel. All right. Let's see what the prophet Ezekiel has to say versus Paul. Ezekiel 34, 20 through 24. And now, just like the prophet Ezekiel, right, we who are Torah Tanakh, all right, alone, we say, thus says the Most High. That's what we're going to tell you. We're not going to tell you what man say, what I say, what Drop Nation say, what he say, what she say. We're going to tell you, thus says the Most High, right? Just like the prophets. Therefore, thus says the Most High Huah unto them, behold, I, even I, will judge between the fat cattle and between the lean cattle. All right? No JC. No Yahweh Shai. Because ye hath thrust, all right, with side and shoulder, and pushed all the disease with your horns, till ye have scattered them abroad. Listen very carefully. This is the Most High speaking, right? And he don't change. Therefore I will save my flock, and they shall no more be a prey. Now the Most High said, therefore I will save my flock, and they shall no more be prey, right? And I will judge between cattle and cattle. I'm doing this, right? First, I'm going to save them. And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them. Even my servant David, Dawid. He shall feed them, all right? And he shall be their shepherd. And I, the Most High, will be their power, and my servant David a prince among them. I, the Most High, have spoken it. You see, we're going to tell you, thus says the Most High. All right? I, the Most High, have spoken it. A prince among them, huh? Let's get it. Let's go. Now this is the prince among them forever. I, the Most High, have spoken it. Now this is in the future. This is prophecy, right? This is prophecy. Let's rock. Ezekiel 45, verse 18 through 25. Thus says the Most High Yahweh, in the first month, in the first day of the month, thou shalt take a young bullock with blemish and cleanse the sanctuary. This is future tense. And the priest shall take of the blood of the sin offering, and put it upon the post of the house and upon the four corners of the saddles of the altar and upon the post of the gates in the inner court. And so thou shalt do the 7th day of the month for everyone that erreth, and for him that is simple. And so ye reconcile the house, right? That means sin unknowingly. Verse 21, in the first month, in the 14th day of the month, ye shall have Passover, a feast of 7 days. Unleavened bread shall be eaten, and upon that day shall the prince. Who is the prince, I, the Most High, have spoken it. All right? The prince shall prepare for himself, for all the people of the land, a bullock for a sin offering. You thought JC was the end all, right? For everybody. No, here, David, all right, is making sin offerings. This is future tense, right? In 7 days of the feast, he shall prepare a burnt offering to the Most High, 7 bullocks, 7 rams without blemish daily, the 7 days, and a kid of the goats daily for a sin offering. All right? And he shall prepare a meat offering of an ephah for a bullock, and an ephah for a ram, and a hin of oil for an ephah. In the 7th month, verse 25, in the 15th day of the month, shall he do, who? The prince forever. Shall he do of the like in the feast of the 7 days according to the sin offering. According to the burnt offering, and according to the meat offering, and according to the oil. Right? But here in verse 22 it says, and upon that day shall the prince, who David, prepare for himself, not only himself, and for all the people of the land. Let's rock. Let's bring it home. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. 9 Spiral, Torah Tanakh 101. Ezekiel 37, verse 21 through 28. All right? And say unto them, thus says the Most High Yahweh. You see, we're not going to tell you what man say, what 9 say, what Yosef say, what Drop say, what Drop Nation say. We're going to tell you what Thus saith the Most High, Hurrah! Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Let's go. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I, the Most High, will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. All right? So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. Verse 24, and David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd, David. All right? And they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes to do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I gave unto Yahweh my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt. And they shall dwell within, even they, their children, and their children's children forever. And my servant David, a prince, shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. Let's go. My tabernacle shall also be with them. Ye, I be their power, and they be my people. Watch this, watch this. And the heathen shall know that I, the Most High, do sanctify Israel. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. All right, let's go. All right. I've seen enough. I think it's safe to say that it is a Paul lying ass. That's Paul. That's Paul. All right? Lying like a motherfucker. All right? Not everybody checking for Dawid. Not everybody checking for David. Huh? That's why the Most High said what he say? Let's get that. Watch this. You see that? Verse 20. Therefore, thus says the Most High unto them, behold, I, even I, will judge between you see that? And so Moshe wasn't bullshitting when he gave the children of Israel a choice in Deuteronomy, right? And so that choice has transcended down to the descendants of the children of Israel. And that's you today, my Naga. And my Nugget. You got a choice to make. Old water, that pure water, all right? Or you can get with the new, which is the oil, because the two does not mix, all right? You have to make that choice right there, right? You got to make that choice. Nobody can make it for you, but who's going to fulfill this prophecy right here? All right? Hosea 3, verse 4 and 5. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without king or prince, all right? Without sacrifice or sacred pillar, and without effort or teraphim. Afterwards, the children of Israel shall return and seek the Most High, their power, and David, their king. And they shall fear, no, they shall show reverence, all right? Reverence to the Most High in his goodness in the latter days, huh? Let's go. All right, man. Nice Spiral. I had fun, man. That was a good one. That was a good one. I had fun with that one, man. I hope y'all did too. I hope it was edifying. But that's Paul. Or Paul is the one line. Go ahead on with your line there, Paul. Paul full of shit. All right, y'all, man. Y'all know what time it is. All right. Mother and father above. All right. Ha. The intake, right? That's the breath, right? That's the ruach of the Most High. And that wa is the security, right? The force, the release. You're secured. All right. All right. All praises to